Ascendant Gemini Rising, this is your video for November 2019, and more specifically November 21st to the 28th. I am talking in part about Mars and the Uranus opposition. These are potent, powerful energies. Mars is the soldier. He likes to fight. He will not back down. You say get in the ring, and he says let's do it. Uranus is all about surprise, shocks, oh my gosh. Something all of a sudden, it's when you're asleep and that alarm clock, the big bang goes off and wakes you up. It's the awakener, literally. It's the revolutionary. It is an intelligent person. It's astrology. It is also the individual and their uniqueness. It's the sign of the inventor. It is, I want to be free because this is my unique me. This is who I am. I will not have you hold me back. So when these two face off, so to speak, they start working along the same line of energy, okay, it becomes pretty potent. It becomes to the degree where we want to kind of argue and fight. So you want to know where this happens in your life, what area of your life. This will tell you which people in your life are going to be this way and who you're going to be this way with, more importantly, okay? It's not just about looking at who's coming at you with certain words, but how you're thinking about other individuals and how you're reacting to what they do or what they say. All right? I am G. This is all astrology. And if you are new here, we do subscriber readings, free subscriber readings for every brand new subscriber. Go down below and comment your birth info and I will hook you up. We do a high quality reading. It is not shit. It's 100% legit. Okay? It is not computer generated. You want to go ahead, leave me your digits, and I will hook you up with a free subscriber reading. And yes, the cats rule the roost here. They often stop by. This one is Zoe, blessing us with her presence. And anyway, let me get the tail out of the way. Let's get back to the reading for Gemini Ascendant, Gemini Rising. Yes, Zoe, they see you. They love you. You're beautiful. You didn't show them your green eyes. You gonna come and do that? You gonna say hi and give them your green eyes? She's like, I just want you to rub me all over, please. I see you, Mama. You got to come and sit in a safe space, okay? So for Geminis, you want to know where this is going to happen in your chart, all right? This is Mars. Understand the energy first, okay? The energy is like, first of all, it's people that you care about, people that are within your inner circle, people you're close to, okay? It's something that they do, something that they say. It's not something new. It's this normal thing. It's just something about their personality that they do and it rubs you. It drives you nuts. Well, at this time, you're not going to have the patience, okay? You're going to be very irritable. You won't have the patience, okay? If you find yourself reacting in a really strong way and being very challenged by this, you know you have other planets there. Because the more planets you have, the more potent it becomes, okay? So for Geminis, Gemini risings, this is happening at work. It's your work, it's your day-to-day routines. It has to do with your health as well. So some people go to a club to work out because that's part of it. She's laying down now and she's like, rub me in the morning, rub me. Yeah, that's what Zoe's doing. And let me move some stuff because the cat has decided to make her own space and it's kind of on the keyboard and all this other good thing. So for Gemini Ascendant, Gemini Risings, you want to be aware that in matters of work, in matters of my daily routines, like where do you go every day? Do you go to a certain place to get coffee every morning? Or do you go to get a donut or a bagel? Do you go to the same spot? That would be a routine. What do you do on a daily basis, okay? So it's my work, where you work, your coworkers, people most definitely who are considered bosses at work, who are somehow authority figures at work. This would come down the pipe from them. And it's not going to be so much, it's an irritation. And they're being irritated and agitated to understand that. We're all of our, now she's going to be eating the camera and its base. Zoe. So you knowing where this is happening will help. Now, it's in your 6th house. That's where we serve. That's our house of duty. It is our house of our health as well. It's also, on cue, a house of our pets. Hence, Zoe showed up, right? Domestic animals is the 6th house. Zoe, seriously, that's the camera. Seriously, come over here and stay safe. I don't want anything to topple on you, girly. Thank you. Come on over here. Thank you. So understand, if you can, that you really want to incorporate some sort of a response in advance. Have ready that someone's probably going to say something that you don't like, or someone's going to do something that is the same thing that's been done and said before, not really necessarily new, at least not, she's sitting right there, at least not in your, I'm sorry, I'm doing everybody's, I have to write these things down, at least not in your area of work, okay? It's behind the scenes stuff because it's Scorpio, okay? And you don't want things to escalate at the job. You don't want things to just be to the degree where you no longer have a job. You wouldn't want that to happen just because wrong words were said at the wrong moment, in the heat of the moment, right? No. However, I realize people overstep boundaries. Scorpio energy has a really good way of doing that because it truly knows in its heart of heart that there's more to what it's being told. It knows that. So it believes that it has the right to get to the bottom of it. And so it digs. It's the ultimate digger, the ultimate researcher, the ultimate investigator. And some people would say downright nosy. All right. So, there's a lot of ways this energy can be used in a very positive way, because the sixth house is also your projects, work projects, projects at home, projects in general. Keep yourself busy. You're going to get a lot of work done at this time. You have the ability to use that energy, this big opposition energy that's getting a blast from Uranus. You have the ability to be very, very productive if you just keep digging and doing it towards, work projects. Like I said, it can be work projects at home, work projects at work. Use that energy appropriately. If you need to let off steam, go work out. Go for a walk. Go get in the gym. Go do something to let off the steam. Whatever your thing is that you do, okay, do it. And then have a conversation where you can calmly and clearly and concisely state your boundaries if somebody has done that, right? Or you can at least state, hey, I usually laugh at this, but it's just not funny to me right now. And actually it's downright bothering me and it's driving me nuts, or it's hurtful, Just be in a place where you can communicate clearly, okay? Now, that's, like I said, at work. Now, the other energy, the other Uranus surprise energy is in the 12th house. This one might be a little tricky because Uranus in the 12th house, the 12th house is a realm that we don't normally see. It's the non-material realm. That's the 12th house. So yes, it's a place of dealing with spirit. It's a place of connecting with source. It's the Pisces house, so it's dreams, okay? Now, you could get dreams that are more vibrant at this time. You could get information through your dreams. The dreams may also seem a little bit more action-orientated, maybe even violent to some degree, right? There's just more activity happening. I know I have lots of different kinds of dreams. Some they're kind of dreamy-like, some they're very action-orientated, like a freaking adventure. This would kind of feel like that. Now, the 12th house, I have to say this, but it's also the house of our hidden enemies. I don't like talking about the 12th house that way, but this is all astrology. When I first started doing astrology, all I spoke about and all I could understand really was the metaphysical, was the esoteric astrology, okay, was the soul's work. But I finally, realized, but Greer, that doesn't do a whole lot of help for people and myself. I do a disservice when I don't acknowledge and recognize that my spiritual being's living in this physical body. And I have to figure out how to make both these worlds work together. So, talking about the 12th house, and then in the material way that it looks, it's how we escape, right? So you could sit and meditate, okay? Some people put on headphones, listen to music, and that's how they escape. Some people do other things to escape. They go ahead, they take a pill, they take something, they drink it, right? A lot of people do different things to find ways to escape. I used to go and walk. That was my way with connecting in with the earth and with getting messages. It's super easy for me that way. It's the most natural way for me personally because I have a lot of prominent earth. But I also get lots of information in my dreams. And during the day, seeing visions and stuff and getting information. And that's all 12th house stuff, daydreaming. That's 12th house stuff, okay? So if we want to be talking about the tangible world of the 12th. And when I said hidden enemies, you know, that's why I said your dreams might have some very physical things, might even be nightmares to some degree. This is a 7-day period. It will pass. It's not forever. Also, the 12th house, when we talk about hidden enemies, there might be someone that you meet, or maybe it's someone you already know who suddenly seems to annoy the piss out of you. There's something about them that was hidden and that comes out and it just rubs you the wrong way, okay? That is another way that this can look. And it would be in regards to something that you value, because we're talking about Taurus. It's Taurus and Uranus in the 12th house. So maybe your own values were hidden from you. Maybe there's an awareness about this new thing that you do value, and all of a sudden there's this other thing that comes along with it that you weren't aware of. And it's the way somebody's relating, though, okay? It could be the way, you know, the spirit realm is relating, connected to the 8th house, like I said, for another reading. And you may have to tell the beings on the other side, hey, that's enough, not now. These are my office hours, right? So yes, I'm dipping off into the non-material. But when I talk about enemies in the physical world, it could be people who come in that you just weren't aware of and who aren't necessarily out to get you, but they just rub you the wrong way for no apparent reason. And you don't know why. Because the 12th house people realize it's past life. It's the house of karma. It's our deeds, what we've done in the past. And this life expresses that. And it comes through the 12th house. So if something shocking should come through at this time, hopefully it's all good stuff. But because these 7 days, it's associated with Mars, it might be rough. It might be shocking. And it might be to the degree of, that wasn't very beautiful. That wasn't very pleasant. And you might have to set some guidelines. You might have to set some borders and boundaries, okay? So just recognize where these things happening in your life helps you to navigate these waters, all right? Now, I want you to also be aware of the new moon that's coming up on the 26th of November. I'm going to do another video on that for you, specifically for Gemini ascendants, Gemini risings. And yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.